Okay, so we're back with the main farmhouse now of the Hay Sainte farm. This is the main farmhouse. Let's just get this built. I want to water it as I go, but I don't really know how high this is going to be or what I'm going to do to it. So let's just make some of this up. Have a look at what I'm going to do. So once I've built a little bit of it and get an idea of how I'm going to alter it, then I can show you what I'm going to do and we can make some more parts. But for now, I'm going to put this together and see where we go. Okay, so I'm going to do that and I'll show you the next bit. Okay, so this is the farmhouse, and let's have a little look what we're going to do with it. So that's how the farmhouse comes. It's just an empty shell of a building. There's a little bit of detailing that goes on the outside of these windows and on the doors as well, which is very nice. The roof, just plain and simple roof, just glued that together, so that's just drying. That sits in there nice, drops down. Now there's no second floor here, but this end of the building, this end here is going to be sticking facing the main French part of the assault. So there's also a door here and two windows, but there's no fire step, there's no second floor, anything in there at all. So what I want to do is put a second floor in just here, so we can put some troops up here just to fire out. Now you've got a couple of windows up this end. Again, there's nothing in here to stand them on. We could knock some of these out and make these firing positions as well. I'm going to just have a little look in a minute, make a bit of board, see how that looks. It might make it a bit too restrictive to put anything on the ground floor. Okay, so I want to just see first, make a little bit of a board up, put it in just to see how it looks. And then if it's okay and I can still get troops into the bottom and still be able to move them, I'll leave it in. If I can't, then I'll leave that, I'll take that away and just have this end here. So I'm going to play with that, a couple of ideas that I want to play with, and I'll show you what I come up with. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so it's all glued, put it together, glued all the main walls in. Now put a couple of the little bits of extra stuff in that came on the card. They just clip in, make the window frames, and I've put in a couple of bits this side just to fill a couple of these windows in. Now this is what I was talking about up this end. What I was talking about, I'll show you so you can see. Up this end here, I've put a couple of supports on the wall, this side and this side, and I've made a small piece of board to go in here. So that gives me my firing step for the outside wall. So I can take this door out now. I'm going to remove this door and make one of these windows slightly a little bit bigger, like a loophole in it, so we can shoot out. Up this end of the building, so this is the inside of the farm and this wall is the outside of the farm. This was the back, so I think this was the least amount of fire was put on this wall, so it probably wouldn't be manned so much. Now I needed to put a second floor in here, which I wanted to do, so this is how I've gone about it. I've just stuck a piece of plastic card on the back wall to make my step, to make a supporting wall there. Exactly the same this side, glued that one in, and another piece of plastic card, and made myself a second floor. So that's where we are at the moment. That just needs to finish drying. Now I'm not going to glue that down. I'm going to glue this one in. I think I'm going to glue this one because that one needs to be glued in there. This one I'm going to leave so it just comes out. And when I designed it, I've left this edge. This wall is a fraction further back than it needed it to be, so there's a little lip there to lift that floor nice and easy, lift that floor out. Okay, so that's how I wanted that, so you can just put your finger in there, lift that floor out, one that's on the table. So that's where we are at the moment. Now this plaster card, if you've not seen part 1 of the La Hay build, go back and have a little look. I do describe how to do it, do just tell you how to cut it. It's nice and simple to use, so get yourself some of that. It really is nice building material. So there we are. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to let all that dry properly, and that's going to give me my 2 floors. There's still room in here to move, you guys. You can get this floor up, put a guy or 2 in there as well, and still get it, which is nice and easy. The roof's dried. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to put some tiles on here just to finish that off. I don't think I'm going to do any cutaways in the roof. It would mean if I did, there would be nowhere firing out of it. So maybe just to make it look a little bit shot holed or something, I might put 1 or 2 little small holes in there. But once I've finished building it, I'll do that then. So that's coming along well. I'm going to let that set, and then finish off this other little bit of detail, a little bit of chimney detail to go on here as well, that needs doing. But yeah, that's come along okay. I'm pleased with that. And that's the farmhouse of the Hay Sainte build. I glued that one in. I'll let all that set, do this roof, and I'll show you the roof when I've finished it a bit later on. Okay, so I've just finished putting together the farmhouse. Done all the tiles on the roof, exactly the same as I did on the other building. So yeah, that looks pretty good. So that can come off, and then inside we've got our first floor that just comes out, nice and simple, and a little fire step up this end which I've now glued in. So that's that done. Next bit, I think, really just pop this door out. I'm going to take these 2 doors out as well. They can come out. Whether I do something with them later on, I don't know. So yeah, pleased with that. Just let that finish off drying, and then that way I can get a coat of paint on it, get some undercoat on it. But that come out really well. So that's the second building done. So now I think I've just got the stables to do, and that will be it. So stay tuned for the next one, and we'll start putting this together. Thanks for watching.